guys, welcome to On the Couch with NorrenPeople, your masters in wealth creation. You see, On the Couch is a fun, noble back zone where we discuss everything and anything. Nothing is off the table. So today we will be discussing on the experience working with Gen Z. We've brought two generations of people here today to discuss two different perspectives on their experience working with Gen Z. We have Kachi, we have Ivy, and we have Victor. I am Ofere. I'll be your anchor for today. Victor, as a Gen Z, what has been your experience in the workspace?
I beg to differ. I do not identify as a Gen Z. I am a millennial.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Are you a millennial by age, or you're just chosen to be one?
My age is actually under contention to belong to either millennial or Gen Z. So I believe I am millennial. I decide to go with the millennials.
Okay, you believe and you have decided to go with that generation.
Okay.
That's quite interesting, really. And I feel like that's really a Gen Z thing to say. Okay, you can be anything you want to be, really. Ivy, what are your thoughts on what he has shared?
Honestly, it's giving Gen Z. If they are in their own language, it's giving.
Thank you.
It's giving Gen Z. But bringing it back home to the question you asked, what is it like working with Gen Zs? I think for me, I'm like torn in between. They have, let's say, attributes that are admirable, and then they have attributes that just leave you wondering, yeah, your age is really showing. It's like glass with a siam, you know. One thing I will say about them is that they're very passionate people, but I think that sometimes they think more with their hearts and not their head, and that is so problematic, especially in this crazy country we live in. They're driven by passion. That's how we're going to change things. No dear, no dear. That's how wars are started. That's how a lot of problems come, and yeah, those problems can give birth to other things. But for me, I would say that I will need like Gen Zs to find balance. I don't know if it's an age thing or it's just where they are, but there's a lot that happens that, you know, it's just like it's always one thing or another with them. They're either here or they're here. There's no balance, and for me sometimes it's very volatile. That's, you don't know what to expect next. So I don't know, that's just my opinion.
I agree with you when you said probably it's the age. Something I used to learn then, and they said adolescent delinquency.
Then
Yeah, during my time.
yeah, let's do your age very slowly. So let's know where you stand.
There's something they told us about adolescent delinquency. These guys they're still young, so I think it's just their time. There was a time when we the millennials were during our period. We had the zagging was
what period?
During the millennial period. Yes, when we used to sag and everything. That was the problem then. But now this is the problem we are facing right now. When they grow older, I think they will be more mature. Yeah. So I think it's just a
fair point.
I beg to differ because for me, having working with a couple of Gen Zs over the years, I think I actually enjoy the feel they bring. Like Ivy mentioned, the passion they bring to the table, it's completely different, especially when they love what they are doing. In the case where you find a Gen Z probably doesn't like what it's doing, yes, you can get a bit slow-paced person, but when they
like what they are doing, that's my problem.
No, sometimes you like what they are doing, and for me, it's particularly in the workspace, a Gen Z will naturally find a way of cutting down a 10 hours process to 5 hours simply because he or she wants to go home. And most times the excuse is very, very, very excusable, because they just want to just go home. And you will find chill. Not gonna chill. You will find so for me, and the passion, the energy they bring, it's different and it's like, and I honestly enjoy it. Yes, they have a few here and there, and really they are growing. They are just getting into life. They're starting life too. So certain times they will learn, but the energy they bring, the new perspective they bring, I will take it anytime, any day.
The way you're talking to Gen Z, hey, we are marketing them. We are marketing them.
really said the positive on your experience working with Gen Z. Have you really ever had any negative experience with the Gen Z?
Yes, I have. Because for a couple of Gen Zs, and those are one-off situations. So I will not generalize. These are one-off cases where you have probably asked a Gen Z to do something. For example, and the Gen Z tells you, "I'm stressed, I'm tired, I'm not in the mood." But those are one-off situations. And truth be told, I don't. Funny enough, let's be frank, we don't get that same answer every day. Those are one-off situations that happens, and really, even as a millennial, let's play it back in real life case scenario. As a millennial, you feel that way. That's true. Most of us feel that way, but you don't voice it out.
You know the thing, yes, and that is what they used to argue with millennials, right? That we act suppressed, but it's not acting suppressed. It's knowing that there's a place and a time for everything. They are always in a, let me use their word, mood AF. For lack of better words, they are always in a mood and they always feel the need to express it. And I love that. I love that. See, I'm a creative.
Yeah.
So working with them is so lovely because they are really passionate. But that problem of constantly being in a mood, there's something called perseverance.
Let me tell you.
That's how things are
Let me
built,
tell you
right?
this. I have two lovely daughters, and I love the fact that they can ask me anything at any point in time. I enjoy that. It gives me that feeling of being alive. I have two daughters that play and say their mind and run about and do what comes to their mind. And to me, and that's typical Gen Z. When she's tired, she's tired. I will always go. I will go with positives regarding them, 100%. And there's negatives, I would try to manage it. But the positives, I will grab it.
You said one-off cases. If you say one-off cases, probably you're talking about maybe 5%, 3% of the population, or I'm talking about the Gen Z population.
Yeah.
There's a one. But this character of the herd mentality of them moving to one particular direction, irrespective of what they think, everybody just thinks in the same direction without having an individual thought or idea. It's 70%, 80% follow. So I wouldn't say it's a one-off issue.
My own thing is that please are big. You're not the only one that's tired. See, this thing Kachi just said, right? There are days when I wake up and I'm like, why? Right? And everybody feels that. But then I start to give myself the whys and I just keep going. The average Gen Z, they get one why, they're not moving to the next why. Okay, no, I'm not feeling it today. They can walk into the office and be like, yo, what's up now? So you're not working today? No, I'm not feeling it. So it's not giving like it's giving like boring. It's giving like 20 years ago, I'm done. Like period. And you're like, period for your life. Period for your life. And I like that they do that because they always think there's a fresh outlook. But my own argument is I'm going to bring us back to the home truth. Values were built on perseverance everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
The America you're looking at, the Canada they're running to, is because these countries, when they felt like, I'm done, someone tapped someone and said, my G, you can't be done. Let's keep going. So, like, especially back home, where we're already done with generation finished, to have the ones coming behind to be saying, I'm done, it scares me. And that's the truth, it scares me because you can't be done. No. Hey, we're not scratching the surface.
No. Remember that these guys are growing. They are really just starting life. So I think I will give them the excuse. Because let me give a case scenario. I heard of a colleague told me a story of a colleague of his who they worked together on a Monday. And by Tuesday, he got into the office and was calling the person who was a Gen Z. And the person said he's on his way to traveling. And like, but we never spoke about you resigning. We were both in the office yesterday, and the person said, I'm done. I said, okay, have you resigned? Oh, I said I got a text. And that was, and it sounded like he really believed that was really resigning. In my head, I was wondering that, okay, what of offer letter? Was it a text message? And the guy was actually shocked when he was telling me the story that this guy truly resigned. But down the line, a few years later, this same Gen Z got a job with the top big four audit firms in the world. But at the same time, it took him a while, almost a year, job hunting. So eventually, life played out and he learned. And that's why we always say, allow them, they will learn eventually. But at the same time, take the beauty of the experience for me. Everybody has an experience. Take the beauty of it. I love to see the fact that they are spontaneous. I enjoy that fact. So
Not everyone learns. Some will learn the hard way. Some will definitely learn the hard way.
So Victor, sorry Victor, I've noticed that you have a lot of negative things to say about Gen Z. So what really has been your experience? Did any Gen Z break your heart? Funny point.
No Gen Z broke my heart.
Are you sure?
We're not talking about relationship.
Are you sure?
We're talking about in the workspace, isn't it?
No,
So
because
what I'm trying to say, they need to be tamed. That's my point of view.
Calm down.
I would also point to the fact that currently in Nigeria, one of the fastest growing industries is fintech, and the starters of fintechs are actually millennials. But the support of fintech today is actually Gen Z's.
If we didn't want Gen Z to support us, we'll bring the baby boomers to support us.
People older than it want to support you.
Yes, they will learn. They will learn.
It will.
Next one.
Realistically, if these guys were not up and doing, at least I would say the good ones among them were up and doing, fintech industry will not be where it is today.
Public defender for the Gen Z.
I agree with Kachi. Fresh perspective is so important. So if I'm doing something, I want someone who's going to bring me new ideas, fresh ideas. I don't think Gen Zs are the gatekeepers of fresh ideas. Come for me if you like, but are you joking? Are you joking? They have great opinions. But my thing and my own stance on this is, I'm not going to let you come and walk and tell me after 2 days he's not giving. We're going to have a conversation. Why is he not giving? Why do you feel the need that you need to wear t-shirts and palms on Tuesday? No problem. Prove to me why these things are important. Because their argument is, why do I need to be suited up? Every industry has a dress code. Are you going to walk on the rig in palms and shorts? Like, for real now. People sometimes, they talk about, okay, even lifestyle, that they are big drivers of. Because I will say that one industry that Gen Zs really, really have single-handedly, let's be honest, projected, not built, but just like, Kachi pointed, they've driven as second-level people, is entertainment. That is succeeding because older generations have also listened. And that's the thing. It's not like we're not listening to them.
Yep.
But the thing is, we're not reactionary like them. Like, you not tell me an idea because the school are supposed to be shouting, big like, no, I'll be calm about it. Like, wow, we are making sense. So how do we implement it? So for me, my own take on this is, they should just find ways to preserve, like Kachi said, their spontaneity, their awesomeness, so that their passion, don't put it in a bottle, but make it in such a way that generations coming after, they can look to you and be like, these guys, they did this and they did that.
Kachi, if you had the opportunity to speak to a Gen Z, what would you want that person to learn?
Give them the opportunity to see you as a role model, then they will listen to you, and also give them that listening ears as well. And thirdly, allow them be them. Once in a while, there are certain times when allow them. Yes, the person must come up with this Gen Z character or Gen Z be allow the person. You can't calmly call the person. Like I said, have a conversation with the person. But when the person already sees you as a role model and someone I look up to, then the person will listen to you. And eventually, personally for me, it has played out this same way over and over. And over the years, I've worked with several Gen Zs and it has played out the same way. Eventually, the whole Gen Z thing that Victor doesn't like fizzles out.
Thank you guys for that insightful discussion. You've heard it. Relax, be patient, learn and understand before contributing to a topic, and then the sky will be just a stepping stone for you. You can join this conversation in the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. That's all on today's episode of On the Couch. See you guys next time. Bye. Have a lovely day.